Hello.
Hello.
Your voice is not audible.
Hey, Ritesh, we can't see you.
I'm available here.
Okay, we can see you now.
Okay.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging. Wonderful. So thank you so much for coming live again. So आज ये हमारा दूसरा वेबिनार है जहां पर लोग अपनी एक्सपर्टीज शेयर करते हैं और आज अपने बीच में ऐसे ही गेस्ट है जो कि बहुत ही ज्यादा इस फील्ड ऑफ इन ट्रेनिंग्स में बहुत ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व है। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस इनकी जो स्किल है जो कि है एक वॉइस ओवर आर्टिस्ट की, इन्होंने बहुत सारे इनका बहुत सारा कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा है इस फील्ड के अंदर में। दोस्तों मैं हमेशा जहां भी मैं सेशन देने जाता हूं, मैं एक बात तो मैं हमेशा देखता हूं कि एक अच्छा स्टोरी टेलर बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से परस्यूएट करता है लोगों के मन में। ऑलराइट, जो लेसन्स होते हैं हम उनके इसमें इनकलकेट करते हैं। ऑलराइट, एंड वो आसानी से एप्लीकेबल, बहुत ही आसानी से एप्लीकेशन के लेवल पर लाके छोड़ते हैं। दोस्तों मैंने एक बात जानी है कि नो मैटर कितना भी अच्छा कंटेंट हो, अगर आप उनको उनके माइंड के अंदर तक उतार नहीं पा रहे हो तो कहीं ना कहीं हम लोग उतने स्ट्रॉन्ग परस्यूएडर्स नहीं बने हैं। सो आई बिलीव कि हमारी वॉइस प्लेज एन इंपॉर्टेंट रोल जहां पर हमें एक अच्छा ट्रेनर या कोच बनने में हेल्प करती है। सो आज अपने बीच में है मिस्टर रितेश कुमार, जो कि एक वॉइस ओवर आर्टिस्ट है, जो कि इस फील्ड में बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन अब तक दे चुके हैं, कुछ कंपनीज पे वॉइस ओवर कर चुके हैं जैसे कि मारुति एंड मैनी मोर। एंड वो आज अपने बीच में बताने जा रहे हैं कि किस तरीके से वॉइस का इस्तेमाल करके हम लोग एक अच्छा कोच और ट्रेनर बन सकते हैं। ओवर टू यू मिस्टर रितेश।
Hello, everybody. My name is Ritesh, and I am a voiceover artist. I'm a trainer for soft skills, sales, and marketing. I have been a sales and marketing professional for last 14 years. I have worked with some very good companies like Colgate Palmolive, Mother Dairy, Mars International. I have been head of sales for New Vera Wellness, was handling pan India sales business. And lastly, I was working with as a sales and marketing consultant and trainer with a Dubai-based company called VVN Sons. And after that, I have started my freelance training because I wanted to do something big in training industry and voice industry. So that was my passion. So I went for it. So right now I'm in front of you. So today we'll talk about voice, your identity. Why is voice important, and how to go about it? So I'll share some of the important things with you. If you allow, we can go ahead with that. Just give me some time. Let me open the file. All right. So am I visible? My screen is visible to all of you? Yeah, can somebody
Yes,
say
yes, Ritesh.
Okay,
Yes, we
great,
can see.
fantastic. So voice your identity. So we'll talk about why voice training is important, breathing, diction, accent, if time permits, and voice modulation in the finally the big uh, demand for this time. All right, so we all know this face-to-face communication, 7% verbal, and 38% voice, and 55% is non-verbal. So 38% in out of 100%, I would say 76% is in verbal contribution is given by voice, your tonality, your diction, your pronunciation, your accent, your quality of your voice, all those things, intonation, everything comes in voice, right? So, why is voice important, and what is voice? What do you mean by voice? Can you give me some definition or something? Your idea? What? Why is voice important, and what exactly it is, and what are the sources of voice when we speak in general? So, what is the source of our voice? Yeah. Anybody else? Let's make it interactive session because voice is something that we need to talk to each other. So why do you think voice is important? And what is voice? So basically, voice is an outward expression of our life force, energy, right? And why do we need voice training? Any suggestions? I hope I'm audible to everybody.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think to convey our message to the person in front of us, right? Basically, the communication part.
Yes. Very good, Vivek. Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah, to communicate properly, effectively.
To communicate properly and effectively so that the people get the right message, what we want to say.
Right.
Very good. Perfect. All right. So can you tell me where does the voice come from? Where does the voice come from? Very simple. So I'm not asking a tough question, I guess, right? A very simple question. Where does the voice come from?
From
Air
our
from the stomach. Oh, fantastic. I got air from the stomach. All right. Very good. Vocal cord. I can see that. All right. Tone, texture, important. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you very much. All right. So we get our voice from vocal cords, from voice box, and it is called larynx. All right. So voice box is responsible for our voice. Perfect. And where is voice box situated? It is situated in between our head and heart, right? And the heart is very close to our lungs, and lungs, the primary source of voice that supplies air to voice box. Air is the primary resource of our voice, and that is being provided by our lungs. So ideally, since voice box is in between heart and head, our voice has to be the ideal mixture of logic, which comes from the head region, rationality, and the heart component, emotions, right? It has to be the ideal mixture of emotions and logic. But unfortunately, in these days, the emotion part has largely been ignored or missed, which we had centuries ago. And that is why we have lost our signature voice, because our voice does not have emotion. And you know that being a sales guy, we all know that it's emotion that sells. It's not the logic, it's emotion that sells. And emotion comes from where? Our voice. And it's the heart that provides the emotions. So our voice has to have the emotion. That is why voice training is important these days, right? Okay. Have you been to any parties, any get together, any conferences? And did you ever notice? I'm sure you have been to so many parties, conferences, get togethers, seminars. Have you noticed when somebody speaks in a lovely and attractive voice, 70% of the human attention goes to the quality of voice, including diction, modulation, accents, the quality of voice, that deepness of the pitch, the intonations, right? And then comes the content. So that means your content is secondary, and the way you deliver and your voice are the most important thing. Your voice, apart from being an instrument, also reflects your personality, thinking, inner desires, anxieties, strengths, and weaknesses as well. All right. So these are some of the great voice in Indian history and in the world history. I have collected some of them. You may have a different collection. That's okay. That's not a problem. Okay. So let's talk about you have a content and you have to deliver, be it in seminar, be it college or anywhere else. So you have a content and now you have to deliver. So you have basically a content delivery. And content delivery has two parts. One is voice, and second, speech. Now, voice means the sound, right? So voice has or voice could be divided in two parts. One is use of breath. Yeah, your voice depends upon the use of your breath. And second, flexibility. Now, use of breath means how do we take breath and how do we inhale and exhale. That's very simple, right? And second, and also if you take shallow breathing or if you do deep breathing, that matters a lot. And second is flexibility. So what do I mean by flexibility? Flexibility means basically your strength, how fast you can speak, how slow you can speak, how long you can speak, till what duration, right? So you can see Narendra Modi ji speaks for entire day. Many people cannot speak that way. He has that strength, that capacity, that flexibility he has. So basically, flexibility is a strength of your vocal cords. Endurance without straining your voice box. Some people can speak for a long time, but they choke their voice. That is not the flexibility. But some people, like Modi ji and so many other people, they can speak for a long time without straining their vocal cord. That is flexibility. And trust me, use of breath and flexibility depends upon your structure, your physical structure, the structure which had been given by Khuda or God. And we can hardly do much about these two things. It is a God gifted thing, all right? But we can use it to the maximum potential we have. All right, we'll discuss about that. The second is speech. Please stop me if you find somewhere that I'm going very fast or if you feel something is not clear. Please stop me and ask whenever you want. That's all right with me. Second one is speech. That is delivery through your voice. Now, what is speech? Any idea? What is speech? I said voice is one part, and second is speech. Any idea? Yes, Prashantji. I'm not able to hear you. Sound is not coming. I don't know why. Yes.
Are you talking about speech? Or
Yeah, speech. What is speech in general?
your words coming out with the help of voice?
Yeah, very good, very good. Very correct. Absolutely right. So speech means your style. How do you speak? How do you deliver your message? So that is basically your style of speaking. So everybody has a different style of speaking. Remember Rajkumar? He has got his own style. Amitabh Bachchan, he has his own style. So all the actors, the big people, they have their own style, and that matters a lot. So speech, your speaking style can be divided in three parts. First is diction, second accent, and third is voice modulation, which is in vogue in these days, right? So diction is basically combination of your pronunciation, how do you pronounce a word, and enunciation. That means how louder you are, whether people in front of you are able to get what exactly you want to say. Enunciation and pronunciation combined together becomes diction, right? Accent. What is accent? Accent is one language getting into another language. That is accent, right? If I speak English and I want to say something like that. So something American accent. Some people have British accent. Some people have uh, different accent, right? So one language getting into another language makes accent. So people say, oh, he has got Marathi accent, he has got Bengali accent, he has American accent, right? So this is what I mean it. And third one is voice modulation, which we will discuss in details. All right. So yeah, anybody wants to say something? Abhishek, I saw that you are, yeah. Abhishek, you want to say something?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I just request, can you be little one by one, because it is a little difficult for me to get connected with so many things. So can we
Acha.
have a one point wise?
Acha, you want me to go slow?
Yeah, a little slow, and
Okay.
point wise, I'm not able to organize the thought. That's why.
Acha, oh, maybe because the internet, I mean, it's rebounding thing. All right. So I
Yeah.
said diction is one,
Mhm.
under speech. Second is accent, and third one is voice modulation. And these three are different things. Diction means your pronunciation. If I know a word correctly, like for example, there is a word RAPPORT. India we say rapport. Rapport building करना है. ठीक है? Americans say rapport. Rapport. That is American accent. India says rapport. Britishers say rapport. Right? So everybody has a different style, and as per them, this is a different pronunciation. Right? And mostly we follow in India the British accent, the British style, I would say. Second is, so how to pronounce the word. That is important. Rapport bolte ho, kya bolte ho, that is important. Second is enunciation. Matlab, are you loud enough to be heard by somebody else who is talking to you? Suppose if somebody is sitting uh, beside you, आपके बिल्कुल पास बैठा है, somebody is sitting much at a much distant place. So you have to know how louder you have to become in order to make him understand your voice. That comes under enunciation. I hope it is clear now. Accent is simply that one language is coming into another language. So if I'm speaking English and you can see that some regional language is reflecting through my English, so that is an accent, right? I have got Marathi accent, UP accent, or Bengali accent, like that. And third one is voice modulation, which we'll discuss in detail. All right. This is a simple structure, not very much relevant, but yes, this structure shows lungs, windpipe, where the air travels from lungs to the nasal cavities and oral cavities. Larynx, the vocal cords, you can see where the air becomes voice and then goes to pharynx, oral cavities, and nasal cavities, where your voice rebounds, ricochets. These are basically free spaces, vacant spaces, where they get a lot of tone and timbre. Right? We'll talk about that later on in detail. All right, let's talk about four components of voice production. So let us know about how our voice being produced. There are four parts. First is generator, where generator is your lungs. It comprises a pair of lungs. Everybody has lungs, and where we inhale and we store the air, and from there we exhale air, and that goes to larynx, the voice box, which is the vibrator, and that converts the air into voice, the sound. Basically makes it voice or sound. The phrasal layers are called vocal folds or vocal cords. And third is, then from voice box, it goes to resonator. Resonators are spaces, basically vacant spaces, खाली जगह जो होते हैं हमारी माउथ से लेकर के गर्दन के बीच में, वहां पे हमारी वॉइस जो है काफी रिबाउंड करती है, इको करती है, and thus it gets a different kind of texture in your voice. And finally, it comes to articulator. Articulator is these are the organs that gives definite shape or sound to our voices, like ka, ma, na. These are definite sound and shape which the voice gets, and that is being given by the articulators. For example, tongue is an articulator, lips is articulator, cheeks, teeth, palate. These are articulators. These gives sounds, a specific sound बनाता है, right? जैसे हमने हिंदी में पढ़ा होगा दंत न, मूर्धन न, right? So दांत से जो नौ लगता है बनता है वो उसको दंत न बोलते हैं. So teeth is responsible for that, right? For example, there are some words, some letters which come from nose. So nose is also a cavity, nasal cavity. Like, can I get a volunteer? Can I get a volunteer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so can you say? I hope you don't have cough and cold.
No.
Okay, fun, fantastic. Can you say ka kha loudly so that everybody gets it?
Ka, kha.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Your sound is amazing. Now, can you close your nostrils like this and say ka kha?
Ka, kha.
Did you feel any difference? Public, did you realize there was any difference between these two sounds before and after? Was there any difference?
Yes, it was.
There was difference, but it was very low, right? Not much difference. And ideally, there should not be any difference. If there is a difference, then something is wrong. That means some of your organs are not working properly. There should be no difference. All right, because ka and kha comes from your mouth. Okay. Now, I request once again say ma na.
Ma, na.
Perfect. Now close your nostrils and say ma na.
Ma, na.
Did you find the difference? This time it was different
Yeah.
because nose is responsible for ma na. These words, these letters, the sound is being given by our nose. So that is why you find the difference. So if you have cough and cold, your ma na thing will not be correct because the articulator here is nose. I hope it makes sense. All right. And the lifeline of your voice is breathing. Most of the people don't know how to breathe. If I ask 10 people, when you breathe, what happens to your stomach? Most people say, पेट तो अंदर जाता है. Some people say पेट बाहर आता है, right? So this is a difference of opinion. पेट बाहर जाना चाहिए, अंदर जाना चाहिए. What do you think? पेट कहाँ जाना चाहिए जब हम deep breathing करते हैं?
When we inhale, the stomach should go in.
In.
Yes.
Fantastic. Anybody else? When we inhale, मतलब हम सांस लेते हैं अंदर, तो पेट बाहर आना चाहिए, अंदर जाना चाहिए?
बाहर जाना चाहिए.
बाहर आना चाहिए. Yes, the truth is इसको बाहर आना चाहिए. It should come out. Why? Let's see. When you inhale, what happens? The air goes to your lungs. It doesn't go to stomach. It goes to lungs only, right? And during that process, your lungs get expanded. And when it gets expanded, it pushes the diaphragm below. So the stomach has no place to go below. So it comes out. Right? So it doesn't mean that कि हमने हवा पेट में भरा है. लोग कहते हैं पेट से बोलो, but हम सांस सिर्फ lungs में ही लेते हैं. Right? So it pushes the diaphragm, the stomach below, and since there is no place below stomach, the stomach comes out, the belly goes out, and this is the ideal scenario. It is natural that your belly will go out, and that is the right breathing. And that only happens when you breathe in completely. जब आपका lungs पूरी तरह से expand हो जाए, और वो expand कब होता है? When you take full air, then only it expands. So this is the ideal condition of deep breathing. And when you exhale, what happens? Your lungs shrink and the air goes out. So and the belly comes to the normal position. Can you see the picture? Is the picture visible to you? I guess
Yes,
it is.
yes.
So that is the ideal scenario. Now, the question is, many people ask me, we should breathe in through nose or mouth. The God has given nose to breathe in, right? Because it filters. But sometimes when we are tired, we can breathe in from mouth. That's a different story. When we have cough and cold, we breathe in from mouth. That's all right. And breathe out also through nose. But sometimes while speaking, we can breathe out through mouth. That's okay. All right. Any questions on this? Please ask me if any questions, any doubts so far.
Sorry for interruption.
Yeah.
I have a query here.
Hmm.
Well, when we inhale, so practically, if I look at my physical part, so the stomach goes in. However, on a contrary, when we perform yoga and do some kind of Kapalbhati, so
Hmm.
in that case, it goes opposite. When we inhale,
Hmm.
the stomach go out, and when we exhale, the stomach go in. So can you just put some more focus on this?
Okay, so you already answered your question that when you do yoga and Kapal Bharti. So, you know what? Yoga is completely based on breathing. It's completely based on breathing. If you remove breathing from yoga, it will become exercise, physical exercise. The yoga is completely breathing. So, if in yoga, if your stomach goes out, that is the perfect scenario. And that's what you should follow. While speaking, if you realize that your stomach goes in, that means your breathing has problem. You're not doing right breathing. Your stomach has to come out. So whenever you breathe in, put one hand in your navel and see that it will come out. It should come out. It will come out definitely. And correct it. This is dangerous if stomach goes inside. This is slightly dangerous. That means something is wrong. You're not breathing properly. You're not taking full air. If you take full air, it will automatically go outside only. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thanks.
So you need to do proper breathing. You sit down. I recommend all of you to sit down for 5 minutes every day in the morning, very straight. Put your posture straight and do breathing from nose. And you can exhale from nose or mouth, whatever you want. That's okay. But be perfect posture and go slow. No force, please. With nature के साथ force use नहीं करना चाहिए. All right. Oh, there's a question. As you grow older, the voice pitch becomes higher, lower, remains the same. What do you think? Any answers?
Lower, I guess. It becomes lower.
It becomes lower. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes. As you grow older, आपके voice थोड़ी सी low होने लगती है. Pitch थोड़ी नीचे होती है. That's correct. Why? I will tell you later in the end if you want to know. Define pitch with example. All right. One question is there. Define pitch with example. I'll talk about pitch when I go to pitch. When we'll talk about pitch later on. That is coming up. So I'll define at that time what is pitch. All right. So let's see. It's lower. Yes. All right. So parameters of effective voice. We have 3 parameters basically. Loudness, how louder you are, how softer you are, pitch and quality or timbre. These 3 are different things. Loudness, pitch and quality. These 3 are the things that tell us किसकी voice कैसी है. Right? Okay, one suggestion. When you breathe in during pauses, when you take pause while speaking, at that time you should do deep breathing. Then speak. All right. Okay, let's talk about loudness. Loudness मतलब when you are louder, आपकी sound ज़्यादा जोर से आती है. That is louder. These are some physical terms which I'll not explain here because it will take some more time. So I'll directly go to how to increase loudness. So harnessing breathing capacity. It all depends upon breath, the lifeline of voice. So one thing, if you want to increase your sound, कुछ लोगों की आवाज थोड़ी कम होती है, तो उसको कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं? Very simple. You have to have the right posture. Sit in a right posture. Stand on a right posture. Breathe deeply with right posture. That is one. Second, expel more air at a time. Well, ये समझ में आया? Expel more air at a time. What does it mean? It simply means, all right, let me see some questions. Why I can't see myself? Video got disabled. Please guide. Okay, Abhishek is not able to see videos. Can somebody help, please? Okay, so I was talking about expel more air at a time. This is the mantra for increasing your sound to make yourself louder. For example, every time I take a breath, and I can speak a certain sound, a certain words. Say, for example, if I take one breath and I can speak one sentence, and this sentence has 4 words. So in one breath, I am able to speak 4 words without taking another breath, right? At a certain volume. Now, if I want to increase my volume, what I have to do is I have to use the same air which I use for 4 words. Same air I will use for 1 word. Are you getting me? The same air you have to use for 1 word. For example, if I have to shout or I have to become louder, say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Which was louder? Can you guess? Can you suggest me?
Please repeat, sir.
I am just demonstrating loudness. Say somebody told me to loud. Many times we are angry, we become louder, right? Automatically it comes. So let me be louder. There are 2 ways, and I'm showing 2 ways. You just tell me which one was perfect. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Which one was louder and confident?
First one.
First one? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Some people are saying 1, some people are saying 2. All right.
Second one was more clear with the deepness, having a baritone voice.
Correct. And louder also.
Yeah.
But some people are saying 1. Okay, that's okay. So that means first time what I did, okay, both were louder. Let me accept it. But second was slightly powerful. Why this difference was there? Because there was a reason behind it. When I shouted first, I used my neck. My posture was जैसा तैसा था. I did not correct my posture and just shouted 1, 2, 3, and entire voice came from my neck, from my voice box. And second time, I took a deep breath. 1, 2, 3, and my posture was correct, and I took a deep breath, and entire air came out with force. That was why my sound was louder, right? So both way you can be louder, but the difference is when you use air for being louder and correct your posture and become louder, at that time आपके health को कुछ नहीं होगा. But first time when you shout from your neck, आपका गला बैठ सकता है. Your voice box can be damaged if you shout like that. So whenever you are going to shout and increase the sound, take the right posture, fill your stomach with air, and then speak. Automatically it will be louder. I hope you got it.
Yeah.
Was I clear? Anybody? Was I clear?
Yes.
So breathe with right postures and expel more air. 4 शब्दों की जगह सिर्फ एक शब्द बोलना है और वो पूरा एयर एक साथ फेंकना है. तब आप लाउड हो सकते हैं. तब आपके नेक को कोई तकलीफ भी नहीं होगी because you are using breathing air. और सिर्फ ऐसे चिल्लाएंगे तो आपका गला बैठने का बहुत चांसेस है. All right, so this was a general thing. Now let me give you an exercise. One yoga is there called Sing Asana, and that is very useful if you want to be louder and if you want to have a good sound. That really works because that is a yoga. All right, so let me do. Hello. Yeah. Can you see the video? Just watch this video for 2 minutes.
सिंहासन की जानेंगे सिंहासन की विधि लाभ और सावधानियों के संदर्भ में आज हम चर्चा करेंगे सिंहासन की जानेंगे सिंहासन की विधि लाभ और सावधानियों के संदर्भ में सिंहासन का अभ्यास करने के लिए सबसे पहले वज्रासन में आएंगे. दोनों पैर सीधे लेकर जाएंगे. अपने दाएं घुटने को मोड़ेंगे. दाएं एड़ी को नितंब के नीचे रखेंगे. अपने बाएं घुटने को मोड़ेंगे. बाएं एड़ी को नितंब के नीचे रखेंगे. पीछे से पांव के अंगूठे मिलाकर रखेंगे और आगे से दोनों घुटनों को जितना संभव हो उतना खोल लेंगे. इस आसन में लंबा सांस भरेंगे और सांस को बाहर छोड़ते समय उच्चारण स्थल से सिंह की भांति गर्जना करेंगे. दोनों हाथों को उंगलियों को अंदर की ओर करके हाथों को इस प्रकार रखेंगे. आगे जितना फासला कंधों में है उतना फासला दोनों हाथों में देंगे. लंबा सांस भरेंगे. जीभ पूरी बाहर निकालकर सिंह की भांति गर्जना करेंगे. इस प्रकार से सिंह की भांति गर्जना करेंगे. इस अभ्यास को शुरुआती स्तर पर 5 बार, उसके बाद अपने शरीर की जरूरत के अनुसार अभ्यास को बढ़ाते रहेंगे. सिंहासन के अभ्यास से गले से संबंधित अनेक रोगों में लाभ मिलता है, जैसे टॉन्सिल्स, थायराइड, स्वर भंग होना, आवाज का बैठना. इसके अभ्यास से सारा खिंचा
All right. Thank you very much. Oh, same again. All right. So this was loudness. I hope you got some idea about loudness. And now it is pitch. So what is pitch? That's a good idea. So I'll not define it physically because that will take some time. The characteristics by which we can differentiate two sounds of same loudness and same instruments but of different frequencies is called pitch. I repeat, the characteristics by which we can differentiate two sounds of same loudness. Loudness is same and same instruments. Same instrument means I am one instrument. Lata Mangeshkar ji is another instrument. You are another instrument. Tabla is another instrument, like that. So same loudness, same instrument, but of different frequencies is called pitch. All right. For example, let me demonstrate it. Ta, sa, Sa. 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 Did you get the voice? Every time my loudness was same, and instrument was also same because it's Ritesh only who's saying sa, right? But did you find any difference between the voices? Did you find any voice difference?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
we
this
did.
Yes, sir.
sa, sa, that was high pitch. When I go up, sa, high pitch, sa, low pitch, right? So when you have a higher frequency, your pitch is high. When you have a lower frequency, जब आपके vocal cords ज्यादा जोर से vibrate करते हैं, so that means you have more frequency. That means your sound becomes higher, pitch becomes higher, right? So, like this. And when your vocal cords vibrate slowly, right, then your voice is of low pitch. Okay, so you got the idea. All right. Now, can you give me some examples? Lata Mangeshkar is high pitch or low pitch? Lata Mangeshkar, Amitabh Bachchan, who has low pitch? Very simple example. Lata Mangeshkar and Amitabh Bachchan, who has higher pitch and who has lower pitch?
Lata Mangeshkar has lower pitch, Amitabh has higher pitch.
Really?
Not actually.
Alright.
It's
a
vice
thinner
versa.
voice.
So high pitch means sa, low pitch sa.
Acha, then it is reverse.
Yeah.
Lata ji is higher pitch,
Higher
right?
pitch.
So and in our society, in our world, the low pitch is preferred because that is male sound, right? But Lata ji being a high pitched voice as compared to Amitabh Bachchan or Mohammad Rafi or Kishore Da, she has got the best voice, right? So high pitch matlab ye nahi ki kharab voice hai. Okay, let me say another example. For example, ओए साला मैं विजय दीनानाथ चौहान, ये एक वॉइस है. और दूसरे अरे क्या रे मेरा नाम सूरज क्या. इन दोनों में से लो पिच वॉइस किसकी है? Who has lower pitch?
Amitabh Bachchan.
Amitabh Bachchan. First one was Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, and second one, who was this guy?
Mithun Chakravarti.
Mithun. So he has a high pitch voice, right? And you will always find that low pitch guy is more relaxed and confident. It is generally perceived that if you have low pitch voice, you are confident, right? And that is why as we grow older, our pitch becomes lower. There is one more reason. Sexual reason also is there, which I will tell you sometime whenever we meet next time. Okay. So you understood what is the pitch? Now, pitch depends. Can you see? Frequency depends upon the length of air column. Frequency is inversely proportional to the length of air column. I'm sorry, I'm going talking physics a bit. यानी कि फ्रीक्वेंसी हमारे लेंथ ऑफ एयर कॉलम पे डिपेंड करती है. जितना बड़ा एयर कॉलम पिच उतनी कम होती है. ऑलराइट, बड़ा एयर कॉलम लो पिच. ओके, लेट मी डेमोन्स्ट्रेट दिस विद सम एग्जांपल्स.
All of us heard the flute. Do you know you can make the flute that one end of the straw in triangular shape, like this? Now hold the triangular part of the straw in your mouth. Do not press the straw with your lips, but the air does not escape the straw. Now hold the straw. It will produce sound just like musical instruments. Now cut off 2 centimeters of the straw into square. Cutting off small bits of the straw and listen to the sound you try.
you will notice that after every suctioning, the sound gets higher. What happens here is that with every suck of the straw, the length of the vibrating air column in the straw changes. The length of the vibrating air column becomes what makes the sound wave. The two are inversely related. The pitch of the sound is higher in the smaller straw because the air column inside the straw is shorter. Why don't you try lengthening the column and adding force one up? Okay. Did you realize something? Did you understand this video? जैसे ही air column that pipe had air inside, right? तो वो pipe जब छोटा हो गया तो आवाज कैसी हो रही थी? Shrill, right? और जब वो पाइप बड़ी थी तो थोड़ी थिक जैसी आवाज थी, लो पिच वाली आवाज थी, राइट और रॉन्ग? एनीबॉडी? क्या? I hope you saw the video. Now, can you tell me what was it in the video?
The pipe, the moment pipe gets shrinked, so you know the voice can become shrill. For example, Asrani actor. So moment he delivers the dialogue, it's a little shrilling to hear.
Correct. Very good. Very good. That was a very good explanation. Thank you very much. All right. So what happens is we also have air column inside our body, that lungs. So if you take full air, what happens? Our lungs get expanded, right? तो ये lungs बड़ा हो जाता है क्योंकि उसमें ज्यादा air आता है, तो उसकी लंबाई length of the air column increases, right? तो जब भी आपका lungs में अधिक air होगा, आपकी जो pitch है वो क्या होगी? Low होगी या high होगी? Low होगी, because pitch is inversely proportional to the length of the air column, and that was what I just demonstrated, right? तो जब आप deep breathing करेंगे तो हमारी lungs पूरी तरह fill हो जाएगी और तब आपको वो deep voice या bass voice मिलेगी जो आप चाहते हैं, right? Music में आपने देखा होगा, there are two kinds of buttons. One is bass, one is treble. So treble is called female voice and bass is male voice, right? Okay, so let me move ahead. Oh, we have got another question. I'm sorry, there is a question. Yeah. The larger the larynx, the voice box, the longer and thicker the vocal folds, and that makes the voice pitch higher, lower, remains the same. None of these. What do you think? The larger the larynx, the longer and thicker the vocal folds naturally, and that makes the voice pitch higher, lower, remains the same. What do you think about it? Any guesses?
Lower.
Lower. Okay. Do you say lower? Anybody else?
I think so. Lower.
You think lower. All right.
Me too.
All right. Just amazing. A female and a male. A male has a bigger body as compared to female. And since he has a bigger body, his voice box will also be longer. And since he has a larger larynx, his vocal folds will be thicker and longer. And his voice is lower as compared to female. So larger larynx, of course, your voice pitch will be lower. तो जनरली जो बड़े टॉल लोग होते हैं उनकी वॉइस पिच कंपैरेटिवली यूजुअली थोड़ी सी डीप होती है, थोड़ी सी लोअर होती है in general, but that's not the that can be exceptions always. All right, the third point is timbre or quality. The characteristic by which we can differentiate two sounds of same loudness and same pitch but of different instruments is called timbre or quality. For example, Lata Mangeshkar and go on. Okay, for example, Mohammad Rafi and आजकल का कोई एक सिंगर, से कौन है, अरिजीत सिंह. So Mohammad Rafi and Arijit Singh, all right. These two sing at same loudness and same pitch. ऐसा हो नहीं सकता, but amazing कैसा हो गया. Same loudness